Can a fire department be corrupt? I think the short answer could be yes. Any department could be corrupt. It's just you have to be able to identify the type of corruption that they are conducting. And it opened my eyes a little bit reading more into this book that was banned by the library. Um, it says, when the fire department came in there, they were looking for money. Apparently, a kid was lighting matches and then setting pieces of paper on fire in this apartment building and then throwing the burning paper out the window. But the wind caught it and blew it back in and set the curtains on fire and started an apartment fire. The fire department contained it, but yeah, the fire was in only one room. But the firemen went into the bedroom and pulled out all the drawers, and somebody had a tin pan of quarters that was at least $300 or $400, and it went missing after the fire department showed up. Now that's interesting. I never have thought of any corruption that could happen in the fire department, but you think, that's possible. That really is. You don't hear about it because when things burn down, things disappear, things go missing anyway. Total destruction. Fires create a lot of destruction, but if the fireman could find some valuables, good on them, right? They could just take them and say that it was all lost in the fire. So that's very possible. I mean, we hear about cops shaking down criminals like gamblers and drug dealers for money, and those guys they try to complain. Some do. Some stay quiet about it because they don't want to get attention, get the wrong kind of attention. But yeah. This is an emergency crew. This is another emergency crew that with the fire department that can engage in it could be considered lukewarm corruption, but corruption nonetheless. There are definitely there's a system of trust you have to build with these emergency services. Hoping that they don't overstep their boundaries and steal from you or whatever, but you're always going to have corrupt people. What else could a fire department do that's corrupt? After reading this, I have to wonder. I don't think that they would set fires. Okay, know that like they would know how to do it, but I don't think they would want to endanger their buddies or anything like that. I think they probably they could find other ways to be corrupt, possibly for like insurance. Well, no, the investigators who would investigate the source of the fire would probably be a separate organization from the fire department, which could also be a corrupt system as well. There's definitely a lot of opportunities. And you have to take it on a case-by-case basis, but man, there are just so many case-by-case bases that some are just gonna slip through the system and be undetectable. That's just how it works. So patterns have to develop. You can't. It's really hard to catch an individual doing an individual corrupt thing. They have to have a pattern. They have to really be getting over their heads with their corrupt behaviors before people can even become alerted to it. But you never hear about it with firemen. I mean, you hear about it with the CIA or FBI, just cops, governments, all that. But you just never really hear it with firemen, and I never really would have thought about it until I just came across this passage, trying to get through this book, but it keeps blowing my mind with unique revelations that I've never come across before.